New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the double.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check. Begin.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Denver.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, dude. Get it.
Now to the air. Rock. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check. Hey, box truck.
On first down, Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check tight.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready. Go.
No chance. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Come off the ball.
Yeah.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the run. Let's go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Ready up.
Mark 49. Go. Go.
5.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
He wasn't ready.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Target 61. Matchbox lights.
From just shy of midfield. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 31. Check 31.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. first down, right back to Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Broncos 10, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strip that ball. Check 24. Check 24. Middle.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd and 9.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
The Broncos
We got
over
this.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 50. Plant.
Oh, you got 10? Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
5.
Check. Fred down. Check safety.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Set 70, Indy.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Switch.
Alert! We go!
Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Watch out.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Mike, 27. Stop your whining.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gators.
Here we go. Show it.
80 weapon. Hey, Echo.
Lock now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
He's checking. Crash.
Look, squeeze. Smooth. Lead grip.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Set, ready? 15 Ronnie.
58, right over there.
Now.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Switch.
Get it.
Lock again here on second and 10. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Got it.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3.
Hey, wahoo. There goes.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch safety. 5 wide. Safety.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 38-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Good. Watch the twist.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He finds McCoy. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
40. Mike, 47. Rip right. Half 85. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Protein spill. Hey, C6.
To throw it is locked. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 82 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
Rock it.
36. Shoot.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Philip Lindsay the intended target. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No. Off.
Alert.
Mike's 47. We got to get...
Hey, Charlie.
Right here, let's go. Hey, check Mike 47.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check 56.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
32-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you...
Stop.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Switch.
Off 52.
Mike.
Allen off the play fake. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A big spot now for the rookie lock. Here's Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Bravo.
Lock to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 16.
Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
To throw is Locke. And that will be incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Locke going to go on fourth down. He's got his tight end Fant. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, foxtrot, good.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Go.
Now Locke. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those